Jonathan, thanks so much for your time. First of all, can you confirm that Israel has killed a second Hamas commander? I believe his name is Mohammed Assar. Were there civilian casualties?
Good morning, Laura. Thank you for having me again. Yes, the fighting continues. We are at war with Hamas ever since the attack on Israel on October the 7th, and we intend to eradicate Hamas before ending this war. We continue to strike Hamas commanders. I cannot yet confirm that he is dead. I can say that we continue to hunt them wherever they are, whether or not they're hiding in tunnels, in safe houses, or if they're in other locations. And we will continue to do so until all of the senior echelons of Hamas are no longer posing a threat towards Israel.
And this strike was in the same refugee camp, I believe. Can you confirm that? Was this more targeted, or should we expect a high toll of civilian casualties?
I sure hope not. I hope that the only casualties will be Hamas combatants. Those are the ones that we are aiming for. We are not fighting against the Palestinian civilians, and my only wish would have been to the people that you're showing on the screen now, which are unfortunately paying the price for Hamas aggression against us, that they would have heeded our warning and evacuated the area. We've been warning and asking them to evacuate for 2 weeks. And all of this could have been avoided had they listened to those warnings and evacuated south.
My question on that particular point is, because you're right, you have been telling civilians to move south for 2 weeks, but what is the point of doing that? Wouldn't Hamas operatives be doing the same, still moving amongst civilians and moving south?
You're correct. That would create a dilemma for Hamas operatives. Some of them may cower away and try to blend in with the civilians, and some of them would probably stay and fight within their protected compounds, their tunnel complexes. And I think that, Hamas, they're a unfortunately solid fighting organization with lots of equipment, lots of weapons, military hierarchy and discipline. Our assessment is that most of them have stayed in northern Gaza, and they are now fighting against our troops that are there. And, when you balance between trying to minimize threat to civilians and perhaps allowing the enemy some wiggle room, we prefer to minimize the risk to civilians, and we're able to, deal with the fact that maybe a few of the terrorists are escaping.
Okay, the IDF